Welcome to Tales with Jay. This is your host, Jay. I will teach you how to speak English fluently. In this series of Master English Fluent in 10 Steps, I will teach you 10 powerful ways of become fluent in English. Do watch complete video and subscribe. Episode number 1. The Mindset Shift, Thinking in English. Welcome to episode 1 of Mastering English Fluency. Today, we're diving into one of the most important yet overlooked aspects of learning English, thinking in English. If you've ever found yourself translating words in your head before speaking, you're not alone. But this habit slows you down and makes conversations harder. So, how do you train your brain to think in English naturally? Let's break it down. Before we get into the how, let's talk about why it's so important. Speaks faster and amp more naturally. When you think in English, there's no delay in forming sentences. You speak smoothly without awkward pauses. Boosts confidence. No more second-guessing yourself or worrying about mistakes. Better listening and amp understanding. Your brain processes English directly, making it easier to follow conversations, movies, or podcasts. Feels more natural. Over time, English stops feeling like a foreign language. It becomes part of your thought process. But the real question is, how do you actually start thinking in English? Let's get into practical steps. Step 1. Start with simple words and amp. Objects. Throughout the day, look at everyday objects around you and name them in English. Example, instead of thinking this is a chair, just say chair in your mind. When you're walking, describe what you see. A red car is passing by. The sun is shining. I'm drinking coffee. This forces your brain to use English without translation. Step 2. Replace your inner dialogue with English. We all have an internal voice that narrates our day. Instead of using your native language, switch to English. Example, instead of I am hungry in Urdu, just think, I'm hungry. What should I eat? Instead of my bus is about to leave, think, I need to run. The bus is coming. Step 3. Use the 5-second rule. Whenever you need to say something in English, give yourself just 5 seconds to respond. Don't overthink grammar. Just say whatever comes to mind. Example. If someone asks, "How was your day?" Don't pause to translate. Instead, instantly respond with something simple, "It was good. I went to work and had coffee." With time, your responses will become more natural. Step 4. Think in full sentences. Once you're comfortable with simple words and phrases, challenge yourself by thinking in full sentences. Instead of dinner, think, I had pasta for dinner. It was delicious. Instead of rain, think, it's raining outside. I should take an umbrella. This makes English feel more natural in your mind. Step 5. Practice 1-minute thoughts. Set a timer for 1 minute every day. Talk out loud or in your head about any topic without stopping. Example topics: what I did today, my plans for tomorrow, a story from my childhood. This exercise trains your brain to think faster in English. Watch and amp. Listen in English, no subtitles. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, and try to understand without translating. Change your phone language to English. This small change forces you to interact with English daily. Use the Describe It game. Pick a random object and describe it in English without using its actual name. Example, instead of saying apple, say, it's a round, red fruit that is sweet and crunchy. Speak to yourself in English. Whenever you're alone, talk about your thoughts out loud. This boosts fluency. Think in English before sleeping. Before you sleep, reflect on your day in English. This rewires your brain to think in English naturally. Your task: for the next 7 days, make a habit of thinking in English. Use at least 3 of the methods we discussed today. Day 1 to 2, name objects around you in English. Day 3 to 4, replace your thoughts with English sentences. Day 5 to 6, speak to yourself in English for 1 minute daily. Day 7, try to have a full conversation in English with someone. Remember, fluency is a habit. The more you train your brain to think in English, the easier it will be to speak naturally. You've just learned how to rewire your brain to think in English, a powerful skill that will boost your fluency. But this is just the beginning. In Episode 2, we'll dive into vocabulary expansion, the right way to learn new words and use them naturally in conversation. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more life-changing stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.